Holy.
Ready?
Wait, what
5,
am I saying?
4, 3, 2. You got it, Mike.
We're gonna
1.
figure it out, baby boy. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Episode 7 or 8?
7.
7. Okay, wow. Go Fick Yourself. Episode 7. I lost count because we had that one episode that we recorded that we didn't put out to the public. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Where we said to Kyle that Kyle wasn't here, and we told Kyle that we used his phone number. But anyways, we'll get back to that in a minute. The Go Fick Yourself podcast presented by FATstats. Mikey's back today, not at the wedding. Mikey, how's it going? Tell him what it is.
What's up? Glad to be back. So, FATstats, right?
What is it? I butchered the shit out of it last time.
Did
so.
you?
Oh,
So
terrible.
you're glad to have me back.
And
then,
you just admitted you didn't listen to the podcast. Okay, continue.
The beginning. Maybe I skipped the beginning. FATstats. We analyze the game of football and we bring it to you in the most entertaining way possible.
Where you finding us?
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Medium, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. _team
So now we're on
stats.
Facebook because last time I said Facebook and we didn't have it.
No, we definitely
No,
had a
remember
Facebook
the last
time.
No, because I had mentioned it and somebody said no, not Facebook, and then I was like, not Facebook, white pages.
No.
Like not the white pages
That was
either.
episode 1, man.
Probably
We're
could have
losing
been. I'm out of it. But yeah, that's cool. Mike's back. Mike, how was the wedding?
It was good.
Who got married?
My brother did.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I knew that. I just wanted you to tell the people.
Yeah. So it was weddings in general are fun.
Oh hell yeah,
was a good
tons of
time.
fun. How was it giving the speech? Any pressure? Felt any pressure?
Nah, no pressure. It's because mainly it was with family, so I didn't feel any pressure.
You wrote it?
Yeah, all from the heart, yo.
You don't feel like it's you don't feel like, I don't want to say pressure, but you don't feel maybe awkward of like Crystal's family like seeing you and not knowing you and
No.
Question:
Go ahead.
when the shit did you write that? Because I never saw you even thinking about it.
told us at work.
I wrote it in my free time.
Yeah, he wrote it
Good
on
answer. Yeah, that's a good answer.
So-
he wrote it on the
No.
time that my tax dollars go to. That's where he wrote it.
That's
Free time.
That's
I paid for him to write that speech.
If you want to think that, then go ahead.
between his roof. By the way, that was an amazing photo today. I don't know where you were, but it was on the roof of something.
Oh,
Probably the
that was a
promenade.
casino.
that was my next guess, would be the casino.
Okay.
What photo?
You were on the 7th floor?
He took a photo of that new apartment complex.
On
You were on the
Snapchat?
But it
7th
was
floor,
like,
Mike?
yeah,
Snapchat.
but it was like from a
Insta
good
chat.
height. And I was like, yo, where is he at?
What floor were you on?
Top? Maybe
The
top.
7th. Yeah,
When you
top.
shake your head, the
Top,
people
top.
who are listening can't see what you're saying, what you're doing.
Was I shaking
So-
my head?
Yeah, I said, Mike, 7th floor,
So-
and you nodded your head
Everybody
like
was
this.
talking,
Good
so,
enough
you know.
reason to check out our YouTube because people like to see facial expressions and things that we're doing. So maybe check
pretty
it
good.
on YouTube.
Hey,
That's when we should have all looked at the camera and waved at it, but we fucked that up. But
All right. I mean,
so
we
wait,
tried.
no,
We tried.
so the reason why I thought this was episode 8 was because we did record an episode
7.
before we. Yeah, no, it is the 7th. Why I thought it was episode
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that, guys.
is because we recorded an episode just to see how it would run, just to see how things would work out, and we never put it out. We might maybe one day release bits and pieces of it if Bobby ever feels like mastering it, unless he deleted it. For all I care, he did, and I don't really care.
Like we did a FATstats one.
Yes.
We did one again.
You don't remember that?
Shout out Fats.
It was. I think it was just me, you.
The quality was super bad. There's one mic,
No,
No, we had two
two
mics.
mics,
Okay.
five people.
Yeah, that was the first one. No, yeah, it was everybody who's here now. Me, except for Kyle. Kyle wasn't here. It was me, Mike, Bobby, James, and
Vinny.
Vinny. Vinny won't be on for a while. He works on the weekends.
By the way, I do want to interrupt you and
That's
say that Go Fick Yourself is not sponsored by Goldfish. Extra cheddar.
That's what's up. I'm not really a fan of goldfish. I really like the pretzel ones. Those are fire.
Goldfish are garbage.
Whose goldfish are those?
Yeah.
They're actually mine, and I hate cheese. but
Me
they're
too.
extra cheddar.
No,
But I
goldfish are
So
disgusting.
nobody at this table likes goldfish,
No,
Goldfish.
and my bottom.
and
No,
they're on our
they're-
table.
I like
You know what?
those.
I'll throw it out there. I'm gonna cancel all future sponsors regarding cheddar. Goldfish, Cheez-Its, you can suck it too. That's about it.
I'm with
Those
you
are
on that.
strictly the views of Kyle Tyson, not all those expressed on this show or FATstats.
I'm with them. On that.
By the way, you guys know I don't really eat anything, but I fucking love cheese
Cheez-Its.
doodles. Like I fucking love cheese doodles. Like,
Really?
oh, bro, I fucking love Cheetos,
Love them.
cheese doodles. I fuck with them, but I don't like cheese. I don't like that shit. It tastes disgusting. You could make weird faces all you want, Kyle.
Letting the people in the,
We're
in
not
the
talking
camera
about
know what's
when we
going
talk about
on.
Little Debbie snacks. We'll bring you up, but right now we're
Hell
talking
yeah.
about my
we should have
Cheetos.
like
and shit.
we should hire someone to do like sign language on the side.
No,
Just-
you should take your elbow.
No, just don't move too much. Can we
But-
get started on real?
No.
topics?
But I wanted to I keep getting fucking interrupted.
My bad. Talk about your fucking
Shut the
cheese
fuck
doodles.
up, all of you. No, we had this one episode, and I remember we called Kyle to tell him that we put his phone number out, and he got so butthurt about it. And Mike and Kyle having a side conversation, they feel is more important. So, anyways, but yeah, so that's why I thought it was the 8th episode. Last week I don't think we did it, so I'm gonna mention him right now.
No,
What's
let's
up with,
let's go into my butt hurt. You want to mention me being butt
dude,
hurt?
I don't care
Then why'd you mention it?
because
I was butt hurt because they called me while I was at work and they were like, "Yo, by the way, we put your phone number down."
Which was
on the podcast?
554.
Some.
They don't have the balls.
Kyle?
Yeah.
3 numbers and then Kyle.
Oh.
So you have to figure out what those 3 numbers are.
And I won't say that
There's
two of them.
only
are
Got
so
it.
the
many
same.
combinations now.
Willy
Fuck y'all,
Wonka.
You brought this
bro.
upon yourself. He
Yeah.
said, "Don't bring it up."
I said don't bring it up. You did.
You
Two of the
brought
numbers
this
are the
upon
same, by the
yourself.
way, in the first three.
By the way, that was like an early 2000 thing that my
You had a
father
rotary
did.
phone, it would take forever to dial.
Well,
He's not your dad. He's your stepdad.
he's not my dad. He's my stepdad.
Anyways, last week I wanted to do this thing, and last week I didn't do it, so I'm gonna do it this week. Damn, man, Jimmy G's a hooper.
He's hot.
Are we done with him now?
No, man, I really feel like they might run the division this year, even though the Rams
If
got.
they go-
Who were his 1 and 2?
Huh?
Who were his 1 and 2?
I can't
If
think
they
off
get
the top
Odell.
of my head right now.
Is Goodwin?
Did they
And,
get? Is it? I thought they didn't sign anybody in free agency. I thought one of the Jaguars boys went there.
Oh yeah, no.
They got Pierre Garcon.
Allen went to,
Allen went to the Bears.
Allen went to the Bears.
Where did Hearns go? Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Pierre Garcon.
Ooh, he's gonna be nice with the boys.
Pierre
got
Garcon,
Garcon?
Goodwin.
Goodwin, and then I
I
think
like.
they still have.
I like. Was it Archie Goodwin? They have Archie.
And they got Greg Kittle.
Archie Goodwin, right?
No,
No,
Marquise.
Who's
From the
Archie
Bills.
Goodwin?
They got him from the Bills 2 years ago. He's good. Goodwin's
No,
good.
Goodwin. His son died, or somebody died in his family, and he scored like a 75-yard touchdown against the Giants.
Isn't his daughter? Or
Somebody
Yeah,
died. Cap was the
yeah.
quarterback too. They didn't even have Jimmy G. It was Blaine was the quarterback.
No,
Yeah, we didn't play Jimmy
no.
G.
When you're saying when his daughter passed.
Yeah, he
no,
scored a
it was
touchdown in our game.
no, it was what's his name? Bethard. It was Bethard.
No,
was
man,
their
it was
quarterback. Blaine
Goodwin.
Gabbert.
I don't
was
Oh,
not-
Bethard was the quarterback.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
saying. Oh, okay.
I
okay.
trust in Jimmy G.
I'm like,
I
no, it
just-
was
I don't
Goodwin. Like,
understand.
what are you talking about?
Is Jimmy G? Jimmy G's not like on an Aaron level where like who the fuck is he gonna
No.
be? Is
You
there,
don't know
like, a
that,
top-
but we don't know.
Not yet, right?
We don't know. We have literally.
I mean, I trust in Jimmy.
literally,
He's
the
hot.
man has played.
He's a good looking
He
fella.
played 7 games last year.
He
or
plays
5?
great.
I think it
Seven,
was
7, right? 5.
he was 5-0.
Good question.
Yeah, I
He's
think he
5-0.
only played 5 games, and then he has 2 starts with the Patriots. So he's 7-0 in his career as a starter. I mean, again, he played with the Patriots, but he played.
System.
He also whatever you say about the Patriots, but he played the Jaguars.
You insert anybody besides
He put up-
Tom in the Bills
put up-
system. It's system.
He put up into Bill's system, not the Bills system.
No, I didn't say the
Yes,
Bills.
you did. Anyways, but Jimmy G played on a team with nobody on it who had no hope to want to win any games, and they beat the Jaguars, who almost went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They put up 45 fucking points on them. Jimmy G hung up 45 plus, I think it was, on the Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken. He has in FATstats. What does he have? He had the highest grade of the year.
He
even
had
though,
the
like,
highest grade of the year, but we can't count
we
it
can't, because the minimum of what, 9 starts?
8 games.
8 games? Okay. But if we did count him in the 5 games he played, he by far was eons above everybody else.
Yep.
I mean, he has improvement in some fields.
Great
If I'm not
distance.
mistaken, I think it was his his mid-range. One of his. Oh God, what was it? I know one of you said
What?
something about him. That he doesn't have a great arm somewhere on the field, like mid-range maybe. His mid-game isn't as good or is as accurate.
I know he was the most consistent quarterback.
Right.
If you know,
He had a 10%, if I remember correctly.
he was the most consistent quarterback.
He had a what?
And 10%.
10% volatility.
Yeah.
Closer to 0, you are the better.
Oh, okay.
And then the second place would have been, which is first because Jimmy G wasn't there.
Aaron.
No, it was Drew was third.
Yep.
I thought.
Second.
Drew
Drew
second?
second.
I mean, Drew is
Tommy's third.
Mr.
third.
fucking consistency, dude.
Well, you
Aaron-y?
said mid
Where was
range.
Aaron?
Aaron was like he was fourth.
Well, he
or
played
third or
like four
something.
games.
Right, we didn't
Aaron-y.
count him. Just like Jimmy
He
G, we
played
didn't count
Aaron-y.
him.
But you were talking mid range, and I remember when the 49ers played the Titans, which in my opinion it felt like their
You guys played
receivers-
Jimmy?
Yeah, their receivers were running free, and Jimmy was hitting them, but definitely throughout the mid range he was hitting them on point.
Oh, he was.
So
So
he-
then maybe I'm confusing him with like another quarterback.
But like I said, they were running free. So
Was it Alex said something about maybe it was Allen's mid range game? I don't know. I feel like I saw something online about some quarterbacks mid range isn't on point and they got to get better at it.
The thing that I like the most about Jimmy G, and when I watched him, I watched 2 or 3 games of him last season. The best thing that I saw was he stood in the pocket and literally took
Oh my
hits.
God.
Literally people running at his face, and he would stand tall in the pocket, throw the ball.
Was it-
get slammed? No. All right, next play.
Was it the game against the Bears, I think, where he was like leaning on one side and was getting hit and literally threw a ball into a window and some receiver literally just put his hands out and was able to catch the
Yeah.
ball. The man's good, bro. Like, I really like the guy a lot.
I just want to see what happens next year because I like Jimmy. I think he's a good quarterback, but based on Tom Aaron's level, Drew's
we won't be able
level,
to see that
so-
for years, bro. We gotta wait years.
Well,
for that.
I mean, we
But-
could see next year how good he really
well,
is.
no, yeah.
16 games, hopefully, if he's
But,
healthy, knock on wood.
But sorry for banging the table. It's gonna be really loud on that mic.
Well, it was good for knock
It's okay.
on wood.
Don't worry about it.
The yeah, knock on wood for him not getting hurt. But speaking of Jimmy G plays for who?
The Niners.
Considered
GQ magazine.
one of the best dynasties in the early 90s, late 80s for football.
Dallas Cowboys.
Mike, you were talking about dynasties yesterday.
Oh, good point. Yes, I
So
was.
what
Segue
was your
king.
thing? It
Good
was all about
transition.
sports. What was the deal?
That was an awesome.
That was
transition.
good.
Okay,
See what
so
I did there, baby?
so my
And you're like,
my-
don't bring up Jimmy G. I got reasons for things, bro.
No, you just kind
Run with me.
on
No,
the
I
spot
didn't.
You did that.
No, I didn't. I had a plan because I wanted to get your question out the way
Regardless,
first.
Either
I know
way,
what I'm doing.
impressive.
Either way was smooth.
Thank you.
It was impressive. All right, so my question is: you talk about dynasties and teams that are way above everybody else. What is your? It could be school, college, NFL, college pros, whatever. What is your team that
Any sport?
any
or-
sport, anything, college level?
Well, here's the thing. If you want to, I'm going to eliminate hockey for a second because
Well,
don't put your hand in my
okay,
face.
go
Can
ahead.
he finish his question so everybody knows what
He
the
did.
question is?
Well, did you understand the question? Okay, so
Best sports
pros,
dynasty in any
pros,
sport.
college, the best dynasty team ever.
Well,
of all
let's
time.
separate it. I feel like let's separate it. Let's do a college one and then let's do a pro one. I feel like you can't, you know what I mean?
If you want to,
Let's separate it.
I think you can
I'm
do it.
going to
together,
eliminate
too.
hockey from the equation for the simple fact for 30 odd years there was 6 teams.
Okay.
So one year, I'm pretty sure there was like 11 straight years that one team won the Stanley Cup in a row, and it was like, well, there's only 6 possible teams that could have won it. So I'm gonna eliminate hockey just for that respect. So
Okay.
shout out to Panthers though. Now I feel like we should collective as a group come up with the best one in baseball, the best one in basketball,
Well, I
the
wasn't
best
even,
one in football, and
We-
then see it that way.
We could, but I wasn't even thinking of that aspect. I was thinking of just in general, not even going by sport, just total.
Right, but
of
if you
all
go by
sports.
sport, then that gives you the best. Then you have like, let's just say for example, you got the Yankees, you got the Patriots,
let me
and
pose
then
it-
you got the Celtics, and it's like boom,
let me
you know.
pose this question to you:
Lakers.
which is a better dynasty franchise from the time that they were great, the Patriots or the Yankees? Even though it's
Dolphins.
different sports, could you?
But the Yankees had so many different eras where they were so great, and they had one period of lullness until recently, and they've been in a little spell recently.
Okay,
Can you take
so
it-
you would pick say the Yankees are.
Does,
For baseball purposes,
does
yeah, dude.
money count?
No, it doesn't matter with money. We're talking about sports, Kyle.
So
I mean, it's a little. It adds
No,
to
it
it
doesn't.
when you add an unlimited.
but I've
amount
been
of
trying to
money.
explain to you that the Yankees haven't had the highest payroll or even like a top payroll in years, and I don't know why you were arguing me with
I'm
it.
just.
You don't know-
I'm not
you don't-
saying just. I'm
just
saying
saying you don't know
in
much about
general, If we're
baseball.
talking about all sports, you have to take that
by the
into
way,
consideration.
Bob has a Yankee shirt on. If
That's his
if,
team, man.
Yes
y'all
or
didn't know
no?
that.
Am I wrong?
Little fun fact about the Yankees,
We're
real
taking
quick.
across decades of consideration. You kind of got to bring that into. No.
What?
That the Yankees
Money.
paid money, but
You-
every baseball team, there's no payroll. There's no like, you know
It
what
still
I mean?
doesn't matter. Money doesn't mean all that because you still have to win the games.
Yeah, Albert Pujols was considered
No
the
doubt.
best player ever, and they paid him $300 million, and he was not worth anything. He wasn't even worth $100 million when he got to the Angels. Like, you know what I mean? So money isn't really everything.
I'm just
The Marlins
bringing
won
up
2003.
appropriate questions. That's all.
Lowest payroll
2003.
in baseball?
Marlins.
The
Okay, so-
Astros
beat
did
the
it this
Yankees.
year. The Astros had like the lowest payroll in baseball this year.
Marlins outdid the Yankees.
2003 when they won the World Series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What was the pitcher's name? Beckett.
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 Beckett and Burnett.
Dontrell Willis, AJ Burnett,
Okay,
Squad,
so the
Gary
the
Chef.
reason I brought this up is because
Juan Pierre.
He can shout out my
you
public.
you see college basketball, okay? Women's college basketball, Connecticut, just how dominant they are every single year.
They're not going to be anymore though.
Nasty.
People
So
said after.
why not anymore?
Okay, because
They've been doing it for so many years
correct,
now.
but people said that when Stewie left, Breonna Stewart, when she left, that was the last. Like that was the last of it. Then that dynasty was gonna fall. And what happened the 2 years since she's left?
I don't know exactly. I don't
They
really
lost in the
follow it.
Final Four on the last second shots to two different teams.
They've been
Oh,
pretty
that's
good
why-
then.
That's unlucky.
They've been pretty good.
No,
Bro,
but
they
by
blew-
their standards, it's
How do
not
you-
good
hold
because
on,
by
how
their
do you
standards,
lose
it's
final second shots. You
because
made
Kyle,
it to the very
they're
end.
not good because by their standards, it's championship or bust. It's not. Oh, we made it to the Final Four. When you play for Gino Auriemma and women's UConn basketball,
how
you
is-
expect to win every game and you expect to win the national
But
championship.
how do you
It's
make it to the
championship
final
or
four
bust.
and lose on final second shots and say you're
But
not
they could have
good?
won. They
The
could have
thing
won the
is
game so
because
many different times last
back
year.
So
in the
okay,
day,
so they
they-
should have won by
Or a
20.
couple nights ago.
They would have won by 20, yeah. All I'm saying is they blow everybody out of the water almost every single game.
But
They
did
used to.
you want to talk about the original basketball dynasty, the UCLA Bruins ran by John Wooden. John Wooden. They won 13 straight conference titles, and I'm pretty sure they won 11 straight rings.
Best coaches of all time. One of
Right?
the best coaches of all
Yeah.
time.
People, he wrote a book. He's got so many people under his tutelage. People have played for him.
It's a great word.
From Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played for him. Bill Walton's played for him. It's just like a whole different spectrum of people who have played under him.
Mad tutelage, bro.
Hoopers, just a bunch of hoopers. People were dying to go play for UCLA. I would put UCLA as the greatest college dynasty of all time. Any sport, UCLA men's basketball. I would put that for college. Like, yeah, you could talk about the U was dominant in the 80s, or Nebraska's and all these teams and blah blah blah. And Alabama nowadays, that's cool. But I will put the UCLA men's Bruins up because who won the national championship this past one? I'm not sure. Was it Bama?
What last?
Yeah, they
this-
did one. They
yeah,
actually
Bama.
did.
They came
Oh,
back.
wow,
They put his
Toyolofu,
second
whatever.
string
Is it
quarterback
what,
in.
NFL now?
Tongalonga.
Or
They should have
college
lost.
football? Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe it. That just ruined my point. I
Hawaii.
feel like a fucking
Shout out
retard.
Marcus Mariota.
Tufalufalunga,
Feels
what
like
was
a
his
fucking
name?
Yeah,
retard.
it's close.
Toya Sokolonga. And then I just remember the next day, like every analyst had to act like they've been saying that dude's name for 15 years and they knew and not. And everybody had said it a different freaking way.
That was back.
Bro,
So-
he dropped a dime to win.
Who was that guy again?
Toya Sukaluka.
Can we get back to the
don't
to
like
the main
college
question?
sports.
So let's
Sorry,
go
guys.
around.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know college
so-
dynasty wise. I don't want to answer
But
that.
I would just say UCLA because of the sheer dominance of them winning
I
11
agree.
straight championships and shit. Like, you
No,
know
no,
what I mean?
I don't
So
disagree
that's
with
why
you at
I'm
all.
saying them for college. And I don't see there being an art. So, like, let's do the pros. So I figured I'd get the college
Yeah.
one out the way.
Okay.
You want to do baseball real quick so then we can get them back in?
Yeah.
It's
Well, they're not
obvious.
going to get in.
Yeah,
for
no.
Oh, no,
baseball.
so then they can get back into the other sports.
I would say Yankees. So yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
out on baseball.
Yeah, it has
100%.
to be the Yankees. Fun fact about the Yankees originally were called the Baltimore Orioles. They moved from Baltimore in 1901. 1902, they were the New York Highlanders. And the person who owned the Yankees at the time worked for the police department. They got a placard
Fat check.
and a placard. Kyle, you're making that face, and it's on the camera, and
I
it's
know.
honestly really rude.
That's why I'm doing it.
It's not funny.
Baseball
And the
sucks.
placard had that logo on it, and they became the New York Yankees in 1903.
That's good. Fun fact.
You know what?
Running
I'll
base
say
Wait,
balls.
wait. Does it
I'll
say
say this
established right
hot
there?
take.
Now
If-
that's a fat stat.
Yo, does it say established right there on your shirt?
Mm-hmm.
1903. Oh, show that on the camera.
Like Stan? Oh, he's got the headphones on.
You know what?
There you go, 1903.
I gotta
So
say
I would
it.
say it's the Yankees for baseball, man. Classic dominance over the years. They've
I won't say it.
you can't. What is it? It's numbers like 1 through 9 now. Like you can't be if you're a
What?
Yankee.
Oh yeah.
It's like
They've
all
retired
of
all
them,
the
right?
numbers now.
Let's go in
Pretty
order
sure.
real quick. Let's just name them. 9 was Maris.
Uh-huh.
8 was Yogi. 7 was Mickey. 6 was Joe. 5. I'm drawing a blank on. 5 was what's his name? Oh my God.
Oh
Probably a
my
Bill.
gosh.
3 was Babe.
Joe DiMaggio.
That's
Joe
oh my
DiMaggio.
God. Wow, he was 5. Why did I
You're an
say he was a
asshole,
Bill?
man.
You're an asshole.
That's my dude, Joey D.
What's
Joey
6?
D.
I said 6.
Who?
Mickey Mantle.
Who'd you say?
I think I said 6 was Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, no. Close though.
It's not close.
Yeah, it is.
Who is it?
Joe
man,
Torre.
Can you say blowout?
That's
Don't even look.
It's a 7 minutes, whatever.
7? Or you're going down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
4,
then, 4 is Lou,
3,
the baby, George Herman.
1.
Is one was it's one of the coaches, right?
No. Well, he might have coached, but when he played for them,
Casey Stengel. I have no idea.
Billy Martin,
That's right.
and then 2.
He got it from playing.
And 2, the God.
The goat, one of the goats, one of the best shortstops of all time.
That is.
Derek Jeter?
Yep.
The flip.
Little flip.
No, the flip.
Oh.
One of the greatest plays of all time.
Yeah.
Freestylers
Yeah.
of all time.
At the home plate.
Game over.
That shit was classic. And when he jumped into the stands, split his head open and caught the ball and was like
Yep.
concussed. Jeter got a lot of good moments. I'll never forget. I don't remember what we were watching downstairs. Probably a Giants game, and it was Jeter's last game, and you went upstairs into my room, and he hit the walk-off. And you got hype.
How many
Yeah.
baskets
What
do we
game
think
were
he
we?
sent?
I'm sorry. What,
was a
it was
football game. It was
Oakland
probably a
Raiders
football game.
Chiefs.
You know, he
You
didn't
guys
wanna
had
talk
everybody over.
sports at all.
Probably.
That's all we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking a
All
lot of
right.
sports here.
Let's go though.
So
I want to get back to the question. What's your best
Are we
dynasty?
plus 200 baskets?
What's your best dynasty then?
Jeter baskets? This is a lot of
Well,
sports
I mean,
for
if-
let's not talk about sports.
If we're breaking it down into pros and college, I mean, I don't watch a lot of college
No,
in
we're
general
staying in
anyways.
pros right now. That's all
Okay,
we're at.
So we're going.
We got baseball out the way,
Yankees.
so now we're talking about football and
We
basketball.
don't need to go over.
No, I don't
Can
think
we
need to
hit
go over
each
his-
sport? Can
Okay.
you just say your favorite dynasty? Favorite dynasty, or best dynasty ever? Go, just go.
Celtics.
Yeah, you asked the question, so you had one in mind,
Yeah,
right?
no, I was just thinking the Connecticut women's basketball. I wasn't
Oh,
thinking
that was your
sports
thing.
and
That's a
actual
sport,
pro.
Mike.
No, I wasn't thinking pro.
Oh, you were thinking that the
Wow.
women's
Sport.
basketball wasn't a sport.
Wow.
That's not.
You
okay.
sexist
That's
fuck.
not what I was saying.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Now y'all putting words in my mouth. No,
You put
what I
own
was-
words in your
what I
own
was
fucking
saying
mouth.
Was
That's why it's awesome that it's recorded.
yeah, you can go back on the recording.
So go ahead,
No,
Mike.
What I was saying is I didn't have each sport picked out in the pros. Of
No, you don't.
dynasties.
Yeah, just so UConn is what the best dynasty that you're saying.
Well, I was throwing it out there. Yeah.
Don't throw it out. That's it. That's
yeah.
it. All right.
Why not?
Stay strong.
They blow everybody out of the water.
Kyle, do you have anything to add?
To professional dynasties?
Dynasty, like one that comes to mind, even if you don't think it's the best, but like one that comes to mind. Do you have any?
Well, I'm immediately a Celtics.
Okay.
Cowboys, obviously.
All right.
Potentially the Warriors.
Cowboys
Stop.
won 2
What do you
Super-
mean stop? When LeBron retires, if they all stay on the team, they're going to run.
They're gonna be like 2 years from retirement by then. They're not that much younger than LeBron.
They kind of are.
Not really. You'd be surprised. How old, Steph?
He's like
32.
older than me.
No, he's not
30.
30.
Yeah, so he's old.
He's like my age.
So he's old.
He's like 29, something like that. I
LeBron's
don't know.
like
Fact check
31,
me.
32.
LeBron's like 34.
No, he's not.
Brown was born in 83, December 30th, 83.
So
What was that
How
weird
old?
voice?
How old?
It's Siri, my
That's
bitch.
that's not my Siri.
Oh.
She was born. He was born in '88.
All right, can I get an age?
March 14th. So he's 30. Like I said, 30.
How old's LeBron?
He'll be
35.
34.
Wow, it's time's passed when you're having fun, huh? When you're the best
I mean,
player.
don't
in the
get me
world.
wrong. LeBron
I have
looks
one
fucking
that-
Dude,
amazing.
He's been playing for like 16 years.
But
I have-
Steph isn't as physical, so let's say Steph plays till he's 40 and he's hitting all those shots.
But Steph also
consistently.
Steph's
I'm
ankles
just
also.
saying.
Steph ankles also died on him 4 years. Don't Kyle. 4
I
years
said,
ago
yeah.
when you didn't know what the Warriors were because you were on the Heat's dick
You're right.
and everything. Steph didn't have any ankles and he still doesn't have any ankles.
Yep.
I will say,
That's
since
exactly
you brought
what
up
was going
Heat, when LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, the big three,
Can't
in
really be a
Miami,
dynasty if you only win 2 out of 4.
that
Not
was
a
the
dynasty.
greatest sports time of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, we know.
Until the Titans go to the Super Bowl.
He refuses to admit it, but literally every time we went out, like to a bar or even to show up to play basketball, he was wearing a Heat shirt or a Heat hat or Heat shorts or something involved with the Heat. And then LeBron left, and then suddenly he wasn't a big Heat fan anymore.
I have a signed Wade jersey.
That doesn't. Well,
Kyle, don't try me.
Okay.
Michael's. Been
I have a
Heat
signed
fan.
Mike
Michael's
Sweeney
always-
jersey.
Michael always wears Heat shit. I don't know what Kyle's
Look
talking
at the
about.
hat.
Michael, what hat are you wearing
Look
right
at the
now?
hat.
It's Michael's favorite hat. He wears it all the time. I can vouch for
It's
this.
Are
legit
you
like
really
the only hat I wear.
defending him when we made fun of them for years?
Not him.
after
Made
LeBron
fun of
left?
Alec. I never made fun of Michael, and you can ask Michael that. I've never made fun. I've never
just you,
disrespected
Kyle.
I
Mike's
know.
fanhood.
I kind of. Yeah, he's kind of
you
right.
regret saying
I've
that.
never
he's kinda right.
disrespected
Yeah, you
Mike's
regret saying-
fanhood.
you should apologize to me on air.
Because
right
Mike
now.
was a fan
No.
beforehand. When I knew Mike back in high school, Mike
How many
was a
games
fan
have
of the
you
Heat.
watched?
Mike used to rock Heat jerseys to fucking school every day. In high school. I'm not
I had
letting
a
you take
shitty
Mikey
Wade
on this
jersey I
one,
used to
bro.
wear.
I'm not letting you take Mike out on this one.
So,
He used to have class with Mike. He used to wear his Chris Johnson jersey or his fucking Dwayne
Bro,
Wade.
he used to wear a Brennan Jacobs jersey. I
Nah, Monty Tuma.
think. Oh, it was two. Oh, you did. You have both. Right? Did you have both?
I didn't get the Jacobs till after high school.
Oh.
But I had an Amani Tuma.
They
in
all
high
kind of
school.
blended in.
Yeah.
Giant jersey.
Yeah, it was real. Shout out Giants, baby. Second pick overall.
I'll say one thing
Fuck
about
Bradley
the dynasty
Chubbs.
that
No,
you
not
guys
fuck
are
Bradley
missing,
Chubbs.
and probably
Kinda
because
veered off from
it's one
again.
person,
The Lake Boys.
but Tiger Woods, 1999 to 2003,
If you're gonna throw, if
the
you're gonna,
best dynasty.
if you're gonna throw Tiger,
Don't
then
even say Serena.
Wait, can
I'm
you
throwing
put it?
Tiger over
Hold on.
Serena.
Wait.
Serena?
Can you
No?
put single player teams
Tiger fell
in
off
there
hard,
with
though.
team
Well, it fell off
games?
because
Did
he
Serena
had
fall
a
off?
fucking.
Does that count?
yes, because he dominated golf.
No, but he
He
was
dominated
he was
the
solo
sport.
though.
He did it with
Which
nobody
makes it
else
even
ever
harder.
could
He did
do.
it. He did it with his
it's
caddy.
a solo game.
He did it with his caddy, who's his teammate.
But it's golf.
If
And his
LeBron or
trainer and his caddy.
Michael, if LeBron or Michael could play one-on-one or Shaq, they would be the greatest dynasties of all time.
I mean, you talk
Yeah,
about
no, you're
one-on-
right though. Teams are hard.
Right,
Getting
because
a team
you have to
yes,
share
but
the
still,
ball.
golf
But if
is
you
golf.
want to throw
Golf
that
is
out
hard
there-
as shit.
Hard
I wanna
as
play
shit.
golf right now.
If you want to throw Tiger out there, then I'm gonna throw Serena out there.
Go ahead.
Like, you can't
Yeah.
say
Give
no.
me her.
Do it,
yeah,
baby.
I'm not gonna argue
Let's
with you.
go.
I don't have her exact numbers, but I know she just
Had a baby.
she won a
So
fucking
she's done.
She won an Open when she was pregnant. She tied what's her name for
kinda.
the most Grand Slams, or she might even have it with 14 career Grand Slams.
But dynasty means consecutive years in a row. That's why I was
Yeah,
saying
bro, she-
Tiger Woods is PGA Player of the Year since '99 to 2003.
Keep talking about Tiger for a second.
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
long
Tiger
only
Woods.
4
time
years?
in golf, bro. Hold on, no, you're right. I mean, but you can't put solo sport.
Well, isn't he the only
Up
one
there
to
with-
win all 4 major tournaments in the same year?
No, nobody's. No,
He's
Can
the
we-
only one,
hold on.
right?
he hasn't done that.
If
No,
we're talking
I
about,
heard he did. Are you sure?
let's back up.
I don't really follow golf.
No,
No, he hasn't.
no.
Was it 3 then?
2002.
Like 2002. Yeah, 2003. He won like so many
2000.
on the same year.
No, he never won. He never won more than 2 in the same year.
So ESPN,
Oh no, yeah. U.S. Open, Open Championship, PGA Championship 2000.
Yeah, he
So he
won
won
3
three.
in a
yeah,
year.
he was a god.
Then he won the Masters the year next after
So
Masters wasn't in.
2001.
Okay, so
He won
4
97 as well,
consecutive,
but
I guess. Okay, gotcha.
can we agree that the hardest sport to become a dynasty in is probably football?
Patriots.
Well,
Yeah, no,
because
it's
I
if-
agree.
If you
It's
backtrack
hard.
from solo sports like tennis or golf, where somebody can dominate, and then you backtrack to basketball, they have 5 people on the
There's so
court at
many
a time.
players on the
You
field.
can you can only share the ball with so many
Patriots
people.
will
You
go
have to
down.
trust those players.
I'm gonna
But then you get to
discredit
the
that.
NFL where you have completely opposite teams, where you have the offense and the defense, and you have to be able to trust everybody on your offense, and then you go to sit on the sideline.
There's
And
3 teams, 3 phases to that game. So yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
I 100% agree with you.
So can we agree that maybe
Real quick, Serena was ranked number 1 for the longest point at one time for 186 consecutive weeks.
That's
Is that 3 years?
3.5 years.
that's pretty
Ooh.
crazy.
All
That
right,
is
she's
crazy.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
Like,
Tiger Woods good,
she
but
dominated. But finish your... Oh, Bob, the camera. Do you want to finagle
No.
with it? Okay.
So
Finish your point, then I'm going to discredit your point.
okay, go ahead.
Well,
So
finish your
I
point.
welcome it. No, I welcome it. So we're talking who? Patriots, obviously, with Tom and Bill.
Okay, so now I'm going to... Let me discredit this.
well,
Because
hold
you
on,
said
hold
it's
on.
hard... You said it's hard to have a dynasty in football.
Hold on.
So I just want to
Let me-
discredit...
The hardest.
Because there's so many
Can I
different
just say
there's
this?
so many different players.
get my-
and,
Are you
Let
going
me-
to another sport?
No,
and,
staying
and
in
the
football.
the coaches are interjected in
Okay,
there with
let
the
me-
play calls and all that.
let
Yeah,
me
please. I
interject real
welcome
quick.
it.
You ready?
Go ahead, yeah.
One quarterback not named Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, or Peyton Manning has been to the Super Bowl since 2000.
Joe Flacco.
Right. Tell me that's not a fucking dynastical sport. When 3 fucking quarterbacks are playing for the championship every single year,
Yeah, you
those
haven't-
teams are always making it to the championship game. They might not be winning it, but it's still, you know what I mean? You're still
Wait, what's
getting
your
a-
argument?
long?
Because it's a
Argument's
whole
not
squad.
hard, but it's
no,
not
I'm asking you what your
hard.
argument is.
Yeah,
Arguments
hold
is
on.
not hard
Re-say
because the
what you
same
just
three
Yeah,
said.
teams.
re-say what you said, please.
3 teams, or okay, well, Peyton was on 2 different teams, so I'll just say 3
Okay.
teams.
You had
okay,
Peyton,
okay.
Tom.
And Ben.
And
the 3
Ben.
of them have represented the AFC in every single Super Bowl
Right.
except for one. Shout out Joe Flacco. Since like 2002.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was the year of the Raiders, 2003. Since then, one of those 3 quarterbacks, except for the 1 year. So you're talking about 3 teams that are constantly vying for a championship.
Oh, okay. I
'Cause
see your
So
point.
my point is, it's like it's not that
Dynasties.
hard. They're just a play didn't go one way one game.
Right.
and
Well,
then the
name a different
Patriots
sport
win.
then.
But you can't
That-
say
Baseball's
that those
pretty hard,
individual quarterbacks are the dynasty.
No,
though.
no, no. But you understand what I'm saying though? That team though. I meant just to say because that was the stat I saw was those 3 quarterbacks. So those 3
Right.
teams. That's why I said let's say teams. Those 3 teams are constantly making it to
Well,
play
I mean,
for a Super
Peyton
Bowl
was on
every
multiple
year.
teams in that era of.
Right, and he made his teams that better, and they got to the Super Bowls that way. But
So what you're saying? So
my
what you're
point
saying is kind of those 3 quarterbacks are the Serena and Tiger.
no, those 3 quarterbacks prove that it can't like the Patriots have more Super Bowls because a play went their way, a play went that way.
What it-
a play goes.
What
this
it
way.
proves
So,
is that
play
quarterback's the
didn't
most
go that way
important
for Ben-
position on the field.
I'm sorry.
What it proves is that the quarterback's the most important
Right.
position.
That's
No,
not
no.
even that's not even necessarily
But-
true
but
because
what I'm trying to- all I'm-
Steelers defense was incredible.
No,
Not
but-
last year.
Almost all those years that Ben
But
went
common
to the Super
denominator.
Bowl.
Common denominator.
Yeah, but Ben won them both those. Well, Ben won. I mean, offense
I
won
don't know,
both
man.
those Super
That's
Bowls.
really
for them.
tough, bro.
The
Because,
Super Bowls that Ben
because
was
the
in, the
last
offense
few
won.
that Tom has won, his defense has been great.
But so is Tom.
But single
sorry.
position.
No,
They also went
Tom's
down
last
20.
Super Bowl, Tom was not great.
Yeah, Tom looked ass.
Tom
I
was
mean,
buns.
the last Super Bowl.
The
Okay,
Eagles.
no, he wasn't.
But the one before that, his defense, he looked ass in the first half. He was down 28-3, and that's Tom.
Where football is today, you need quarterback
answer
is
your
the most
question-
single best, most
But for
most important
Bobby's,
position.
but for
For sure.
the sake for the have the hardest for the sport to have the hardest dynasty, and you guys might laugh, but it's baseball, because a pitcher could have the stuff 1 year and then never have it again.
That's true.
A pitcher could have the
there's
stuff
also
for
15
2 years and
pitchers
then
on
get
the
My-
team.
my
so-
only-
I'm talking about there's 5 starting pitchers, and if you could, let's say you keep those same 5. Well, let's say you keep 3 out of those 5 guys together for 5 years, and Bobby knows that that's a difficult fucking thing to do, especially if you have 5 studs. And the Mets have studs, which is crazy to think that they've still been together this long. None of them could be healthy at the same time, and that's what set us back since 2015. But my point is they're trying to say that Harvey's back to his 2013 stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's been ass since, or his 2015 stuff. That's what Harvey's getting back to when he was dominating the league, Cy Young, this, that, and the third. Baseball's the hardest sport because one year you could just be hitting the ball right, and then the next year the pitchers figure out how to pitch to you.
I feel you.
well, look,
The next year you figure out how to you're Clayton Kershaw, let's say, and every time you face Giancarlo Stanton, you gave up a fucking a double or better to him, and then you figure out how to pitch to him. It's so the intricacies of baseball is so hard and difficult that when people tell me like, oh, it's the easiest sport, no, baseball might be the hardest sport to play.
I agree with you that baseball might be harder than football.
That's why.
dynasty-wise.
That's why
to
in
stay
baseball.
consistent.
But that's why in
to
baseball.
pitch and
but
to
that's why in
bat.
baseball, Kyle, when you do
But-
something 3 out of 10 times, you're considered one of the greats. In football,
I don't
if you completed 30% of your passes, you're considered fucking
Dog
ass,
shit.
right? In baseball, if you hit 300 for a season, Bobby, you're considered a really good player.
Really good.
Considered a phenomenal player. You're hitting 300 for a season.
What's that say?
But because it's so much harder to hit a 90-mile-an-hour ball with a wooden
What do you
stick.
think? What do you think that says? Do you have an idea?
Well, I will agree that to pitch and to bat are by far harder to stay consistent than playing football. But like the rest of like playing outfield, that's your job.
Chug a runner from-
that shouldn't
Yeah.
be that hard. It's
But
not
shoot
precision.
your runner-
It's just watching the ball, going and getting it.
yeah, but-
making your throw that you need to make
But shoot
that
your runner
anybody
out-
else would make. Like
But shoot your
it-
runner
that's
out
what
from
your
a distance
job
of a
is.
football field.
But that's
There's-
what your job is as a running back.
But-
That's what your job is as a wide receiver. You catch the ball, you hit the hole. That's your job. So I will agree though that
what she
pitching is fucking extremely difficult, clearly, and to be that precise because you only have a small window. So yeah, obviously that's incredibly difficult. And then batting, yeah, I've played baseball before. I've gone through slumps of not being able to hit the ball at all. But then there's other times where I'm cracking the ball. So, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Look,
But those are the only two aspects of baseball that I would say are consistently, like really difficult.
The two main parts of baseball.
Well, yes.
Continue, Mike.
Obviously, yeah.
Literally the two main
Yes.
parts of baseball.
Yes.
That's
What
the most
baseball
difficult,
is.
Kyle. What the
But
fuck?
if you make it to the majors and you can't hit a fucking baseball, then you shouldn't be in the majors.
Well, but if you could be the best fielder out there, then you should be in the majors.
Well, then you
'Cause it got to
need
the
a
point-
designated hitter, sir.
That's
look,
what they do.
look, hold on.
not that,
Look,
Not everybody
look.
can
Alright,
have
stop,
a
Kyle.
DH.
What are you saying?
Not everybody can. I don't like baseball. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
hate
cool.
baseball.
Mike?
Yeah,
I'll,
but-
I'll agree that baseball might be harder or the same as football in terms of dynasties, but also
Not
my
athletically.
only other rebuttal,
Stop, Kyle. Let
my
the kid
only
talk.
other the man talk. My only other rebuttal to that is that there's
Fucking kid to me,
over
bitch.
100 games played compared to 16.
162. But out of those 162 games, the
NFL.
pitcher's only pitching in 30 of them.
No, I feel you.
Which is kind of
There's
sus.
more players.
That's kind of
playing.
sus.
No,
Kyle,
no. I get your arm is kilt, but like
You want me to go back to that
there's
stat that I
all
showed you?
all that fucking season, and you only play in a minuscule amount of it.
You guys are kind of helping
You're
the point that it's
diminishing.
Literally,
harder.
you're making it so much better for
Well,
us.
no, what I'm saying is
You're feeding into
other
the
sports.
Right, it's harder to be a dynasty in baseball because there is 162 fucking games.
Well, that's stupid. First of all,
stupid.
but it's too many. It's too much.
It's not.
But you're talking about. I understand it's once a week for a quarterback or whatever, but like it's far more brutal. First of all, so of
course.
in any position in football, you're playing once a week.
Except
Yes,
the punter.
but you're also
the
practicing what 3 or 4 times a week.
Or the long snapper.
Long snapper is
what I-
counted.
Well, so
I think what you're getting to is
go ahead.
It's the athleticism.
well, no, 16 games. So the fact there's a reason why they say any given Sunday, right? Because literally 1 week you have 16 games where anything can happen within those minutes, and I get it.
Also,
I get
sometimes
it.
Mondays,
But your
Thursdays,
stat-
and Saturdays.
But your stat is a very, very strong point. But then you go on the NFC side too.
And it's completely flip flop. It's mass chaos.
Is that a fact that does that mean that
The
football is
AFC
a hard?
is suspect, or is it the NFC is that tough?
LeBron
And then
has
it's
been to
always
the
that thing.
finals,
Right?
how
Is it
many
the
years in a
East
row?
Is
Is that
that
because
because the East is a cakewalk,
Right.
or is it because LeBron's that good? Now LeBron is
Well,
that good.
yeah.
No, he is that good. But like
I understand?
You
how
put
many,
LeBron-
how
you
many
put Le-
times has the AFC won the Super Bowl?
recently or overall?
In the past 20
Google it,
years.
Bobs. No, Google overall. I'm curious what the overall record is. The AFC, NFC. But
I mean, I'll agree
back to
right
your
now
LeBron
NFC
thing
is
real
harder.
quick.
Update.
But
Yeah, I know the score is right there.
Okay, my bad.
Back to what you were saying. We're down 15, 32, 45 or 47, whatever.
Bro, your Giants ass.
Back to
Rock
what
chalk.
you were saying, Bob, about the LeBron East cakewalk. If LeBron was on the West, if LeBron was in the West, let's say let's take LeBron off the Cavs, then I would say the Cavs without LeBron would be similar to, would you say maybe Phoenix?
Oh, without
Without
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you put LeBron on Phoenix.
Finals bound.
Maybe they're the 4th seed. Maybe they're the 4th seed in the West.
Probably going to the finals.
Maybe they're the 4th seed in the West. They're not probably going to the finals.
Oh,
Kyle.
my bad. In the West, yeah, you're right.
In the West,
You're right.
you put LeBron on the Suns in the West. As the West is, maybe they get the 4th seed.
Yeah.
And that's not a discredit to LeBron because he's taking a team that's probably won 12 games this year and making them a 4th seed team. You understand what I'm saying?
I would probably put them top 3.
But like when you have teams like the Bobcats, I'm sorry, they're the Hornets now again,
Who?
who barely made the playoffs, 2 years ago and took the Heat to 7 in a classic series, man. That was a great series, Mike. That Heat Hornet series from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Who? Okay, hold
Heat's
on.
Hornets?
Yeah, when the Heat played the Hornets and the purple shirt guy got in Dwayne Wade's face.
Yes.
That was a great series.
Who?
Every game went to overtime and shit.
Let's say LeBron is on the Suns. You're saying he's 4th. Who do you put up? Who's the 3rd team you put above him?
Us or the Spurs? The Thunder. You can't just put somebody on a team and expect them to
No,
automatically
okay,
great.
okay.
Like he has to be
All
able
right.
to gel with their personality, their players.
Not
He has to
LeBron.
Not
fire-
necessarily.
Yeah, he has to fire
No.
3 of their coaches. Like that's just what he has to do.
That's too
I'm
much.
joking
Him and
about
Devin
that.
Booker.
But him and D Book.
No, I'm saying like
D Book a hooper.
you could put him on the worst team in the league, and they're 100% a playoff team. So I
Yeah.
don't understand.
But you could put.
why the
But you could put.
disrespect on LeBron.
But I'm not
and-
who disrespected? Did anybody
you kind of do like not during
I
this
don't
conversation,
ever
but like
disrespect LeBron.
frequently kind
And
of.
if I do, it's just to get a rile out of Bobby. That's all it is. I will admit it. I loved LeBron. He went to the Heat. I despised the fuck out of him. His first year back in Cleveland, I hated him. Then I started to hate the fucking Warriors, and now I like LeBron a lot.
Just because
I'm
you
a-
hate Kevin Durant.
because you hate
Big-
the Warriors.
Well, no, I was rooting for LeBron that second time around when they played the Warriors and Cleveland got it done. I was rooting for LeBron that whole series. I was.
I love
Because at that
how
point I started liking LeBron.
because you saw that the
And we
Warriors
lost to the
were an
Warriors.
emerging
And we
super
lost to them.
team.
closer.
Further.
I love how
Boy, Mike's mouth was literally on the mic, and he's like, "Should I go call?"
I love how you didn't want to talk sports in this whole episode.
Yeah,
all
you
sports.
suck a dick. Some truck
So
fit.
what are we thinking about John Krasinski's new movie that he wrote and directed?
I don't give a fuck.
Whoa!
No, straight up.
Hold
Listen,
on.
I don't like to go
Kyle,
to
this
movie
is
theaters,
go
but
Fick
I do
yourself.
want
It's
to go
not
see
go
it.
Kyle yourself. So
I thought you would.
Just,
I
hey,
thought you would
go-
appreciate
go
John.
pick
Kyle
yourself,
yourself
Kyle.
starts in May.
next week.
We're strictly going to talk about
Movies.
spaghetti noodles.
No, yeah, pasta,
Yeah, spaghetti noodles.
99 bananas,
No, it's not pasta. It's spaghetti noodles.
spaghetti noodles. Just
Say
like
that 10 times.
You are
fast.
not welcome on my show
spaghetti
if you're
noodles,
going to call it
spaghetti noodles,
pasta,
spaghetti noodles,
you
spaghetti noodles,
piece of
spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti noodle.
All right,
Wow.
I
That
guess-
was really difficult.
Yeah, I
I
can't
thought
say
I
that.
stumbled like
I
4
can't.
times and I didn't.
I'm impressed.
You know who I'm going to invite on my show? Is
Nikki?
the guy
Nikki?
on the
Girl who used
Chappelle
to
show?
cook you
No,
that
let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me
Yeah.
holler at you.
Nikki.
Let me holler at you.
So I knew the dynasty question would take up a lot of time.
You know, cheese.
But at the end of the
different
day,
cheeses.
football wise, I would give it to the Patriots because what they've been able to do recently in recent times, because the game has changed and there's a lot of this, a lot of that. I mean, they've had rules named after them.
They've been
Like
going
they've had
for-
rules.
they've
They
been going
cheat a
for
lot too, though.
18
That-
years.
Should that be considered? They cheat a
AFC
lot.
versus NFC Super Bowls. Ready?
Oh, hold on. I want to take a guess.
No.
I want to say, okay, how many Super Bowls have there been? 50?
48.
There's been 50 something.
In the
Super Bowls?
new, National Football League, American Football League, there is 4.
Okay.
Then NFC, AFC, 48.
Okay, so we're going to Super Bowl 53 this year. That's what we're gonna be on.
NFC's
Yes.
up by 2.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so I'm gonna include the first 3 too. So there was the NFL and it was NFC, NFC, AFC, AFC. So it was just split 2-2.
Are you
Right.
looking in the last? Are you doing overall,
I'm doing all
right?
52 of them.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So I'm adding
Good.
it, but they split it 2-2. So it'll be the same number no
Give it
matter
to me.
what. I want to say out of the 52, I'm gonna say the AFC has won 33 of them.
Mike.
AFC has won 27.
You said AFC.
Yes.
Kyle.
Yeah, I'll go with
Might as well be in the middle.
31.
Who? AFC? AFC won more. I know that.
All right. So
Did they?
no.
No.
NFC won 27.
Ooh.
AFC won 25. So AFC is 25 and 27. NFC is 27 and 25.
Salute.
The NFC is 27 and 25.
Salute.
Really?
That is-
Oh well, I mean, okay. Now you think logically for a second. Like if you let me, like for a 2nd, you got 5 for the Cowboys, 5 for the Niners, 4 for the Giants. That's 14 of those 27 right there, in 3 teams. Like you know, and then the Packers have 4 as well. So now you're looking at
From 19
that's 18 out of the 27 are for 4 teams.
That's pretty
from
crazy.
1985 to 1997.
Let me guess. It's us, Niners, and the boys won like all of them.
Yeah, the Bears won 1.
Yeah, 85. But then the rest is us, the Niners, and there should be another team sprinkled in there randomly, no?
No, 85 to 97.
Bears, Niners, Niners.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Bears, Niners, us. No, Bears, us, Niners. Us again?
Is Niners, Bears, Giants, Skins, Niners, Giants,
Oh, wow,
Niners,
bro.
Boys, Niners, Packs.
Yo, how about the Bills though, going 4 years in a row
Buns.
and losing all 4?
Buns.
What are you saying buns for? Find me a team that'll go to 4 straight Super Bowls. Find me a team now that can make it to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Patriots?
Patriots.
They made it to 3 straight?
I'm saying they can.
Did
Made
they?
it
I think they can.
to 12
Bills-
out of 11.
No, they haven't.
That math doesn't even make sense. You actually responded
yeah,
to
because
that.
even if it was 11 out of fucking 12, Riri.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on the Patriots in my dream. She was a quarterback.
Okay.
Rihanna
Right.
was the quarterback of the Patriots in your dream?
No, I just made that up.
I bet they were
That's
bad.
real.
They were bad.
Real.
But that's
All right.
crazy. I didn't know that about the championships. I really thought that I thought that the AFC would have dominated just because in recent times. But then you think about literally what I just said, in 18 Super Bowls out of the 27 that the NFC won is between 4 teams. The Skins have 3 of them.
You did that math really quick though. Like
5,
why?
5, 4, 4.
He's a savant.
No. Well, I mean,
Then the Skins have 3, so
No,
that's
I
21.
expect
so now you're
him
talking
to
about, hold
know.
on.
I
Now, we're going to figure this out without me looking at anything.
why didn't you guess this to begin with? Because I expect you to
Yeah,
know
I should
this
have did
math.
this, right? I should have did this.
Yeah. He's good at stuff like this. I don't know why he was.
So 5 for
dumb.
the Niners, 5 for the Boys, 4 for the Giants, 4 for the Packers, 3 for the Skins, leaves us at 21. The Bears make 22. And this is going to be difficult. Seahawks have 1, so that's 23. Eagles have 1, is 24. I got to get 3 more. Jesus, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was. The Rams have 1, is 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rams only have 1.
Come on, man.
Stop, man. Stop. Okay,
that
my
easy?
division's done. It probably is. I'm just not thinking
I
of
lost
it.
count of the teams he was saying. So I don't know.
NFC
No.
Saints. It's 26. I just got to get 1 more now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the Vikings. It's not the Lions. It's not...
You sure it's not the Lions?
Yeah, I'm sure, Kyle. It's not the Panthers. Who else is in that division? Oh.
Wait.
Boom, boom, boom. Super Bowl, baby.
Yep.
That's my best John Gruden. When
Brad
they won
Johnson.
The Super Bowl. How did I forget that? That's my favorite John Gruden quote. That's why I became Boom Guy.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, when they won
03.
during Derek
That
Brooks.
defense, though.
During Derek Brooks, who I thought died yesterday. I confused him with Derek Johnson. But during Derek Brooks' pick 6, that was the last pick 6 of the game. Pretty much sealed the victory.
Simeon Rice,
John
Warren
Gruden.
Sapp.
Hold on.
Why are we neglecting the
me finish?
the stated fact of defense wins championship?
Why are we neglecting the fact that I couldn't finish what I was saying? So, anyways, Derek Brooks
all
pick
about you.
6.
Go fix
Yeah, it's
yourself.
my show. Go fuck yourself. God damn it, Mike. Fucking scumbag. But yeah, so Derek Brooks steals the game with a pick 6, and as he's running it in for a touchdown, John Gruden rips his headset off, takes his clipboard, throws it on the floor, and just starts screaming, Super Bowl, baby! Boom, boom, boom.
You literally did this last episode.
I'll do it
No,
again
you
next
did.
one, too, with Jimmy G talk.
He did this every single game, probably every other fucking drive
Come on.
of like 2 years ago.
Let's go. No, I became Let's Go guy. Chase took over the boom. Let's go.
Is that what happened?
You know what I have to do to the audio when you do the boom, boom, boom?
My bad, dude. Can you imagine what your ears sounded
That's
like?
what she
That's
said.
probably like what it sounded like when a doctor, when you bang on that stethoscope. I didn't really understand Mike's what Jeez, but anyways, guys, it's been real. Thanks
Boom,
for
boom, boom. I gotta adjust the audio.
what's up, Mom? To my mom, she just came in and said hi to us. Yeah, it was fucked up. Anyways,
the
I'm
lights
out.
flickering.
She's
Thank
still
you, guys.
going if it's still her.
We'll,
I'm kind of creeped out.
We'll be back next time. Hopefully, maybe
Hey,
Vinny and
Moms.
James will show up. We're gonna try to get a guest on here for next time we record.
Probably
Nikki?
a stripper.
No, not a stripper.
That's
We
not
got somebody in the works. Me and Bob will keep it on the DL. And, when the time comes, the person will just show up.
Stripper.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I did want to get to wrestling, so I'll just say shout out Daniel Bryan. He's back. That's my dude. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Go Fick Yourself, Volume 7. Look out for the FATstats to come up. Shout out Mike. Shout out Kyle. Shout out Bobby. You can follow them all on Twitter, respectively, at Sticky Pigeons, at The Real Michael Papa. But
I don't
the 3
tweet.
and the is real.
Hey.
I fucked that up. The 3
He
and
fucked
the
up the
is
order.
real is
The
what I
3
said.
and the is
He said
real.
respectively.
The E and the
real.
is a 3.
The 3 and the is real.
That's what I said.
Well, you did say you could follow him respectively and then fucked up the order anyway.
Yes. And then Bobby, you could find him at Bobby_Souza. His old Twitter name used to be the shit. Not the Suze up in the building.
Oh yeah, that's when I was.
It wasn't up in the building.
You
Dr.
either.
Seuss.
you
Come
could
on.
find me at Fix the Name. You could type in Ficky FATstats, whatever it is. And look out for that. Look out for that FATstats Volume 7 coming out soon. I'm gonna tell you what division they're gonna talk about, and they're gonna get mad because now they're gonna be forced to talk about it. AFC West coming up next.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yep, no, you are. I just fucking said it. I just fucking said it. That's what they're gonna do. AFC West. Look out. Look out for that Patty Mahomes talk. Look out for that Phil Riv talk. Look out for that. Who else are the other quarterbacks in that division? Look out for that Trevor Simeon, aka maybe Baker Mayfield talk. Who did they just sign?
Taco.
They didn't sign.
Case Keenum.
Did they?
The Broncos?
Yeah.
Case Keenum.
Didn't they just pick up Buddy too? Scrub Buddy. Oklahoma State
it's
Buddy.
called
Brandon
Scrub
Weeden.
Daddy.
No, the Texans signed Brandon.
Texans signed Brandon Weeden. And then who's the other team?
Shout out Brillo pads.
And,
Raiders.
And the Raiders.
No.
Derek
Raiders.
Carr. So AFC West coming at you next.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe
it's
not.
definitely. I said it. And the people are going to be
We can
mad.
cut this out.
Oh, bang.
Don't cut it out, but it'd be funny if you didn't do it. I'll at you guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.